Are they unfriendly? Are Germans unfriendly? You need to know German. And it cost 150 euros. My health insurance was gonna cover 40, minimum 4,000 euros.
You used to call me on my. You used to.
Hey guys, it's me, Linda, and I'm back with another video. Today's video will be what they don't tell you before moving to Germany. And I'm making this video because I've been living in Germany for 2 years at the point of I'm just going to be telling you what I feel you should know before coming to Germany as an international student. Leave a like if you are liking the video so far. Leave a comment if you're an international student who is in Germany. Let's get right into the video. So the first thing that they don't tell you need to know German. When you first arrive, you're probably gonna survive off of English for a good amount of time, maybe for like a couple of years, also depending on the city that you're staying in. If it's a more international city like Berlin, but if it's in smaller cities, smaller towns, if you're living in those cities, it's going to be harder to do anything without knowing enough German, especially if you want to get a job after you graduate or get a job whilst you're still in school. It is very helpful to learn at least B1 German. Bureaucracy is a real thing in Germany. I think you may or may not have heard this before, but Germans and paperwork are besties, they're best friends. And one of the main paperwork that you're going to end up doing is renewing your residence permit or your visa. But also that you have to wait for a really long time for documents to even get processed. Like for me, I think it took a month for my residence permit to finish getting processed by the time I applied. Winters are really long in Germany. Right now, as I'm filming this, I'm wearing this jacket because I'm very cold and I'm have a blanket on top of my laps because I'm so cold. And it's September. Summer is over. It's now autumn. The trees are starting to turn brown. And from October, literally somewhere in October, maybe early in October, all the way to beginning of March, it is going to be cold. So if you want to move here during October, November, I highly recommend you should buy jackets, winter jackets, sweaters, hoodies, things that will keep you very warm. And summers are very short. This year, summer started in June, July, August, and that was it. It was over. Stores are closed on Sundays. Any supermarkets or clothing stores, malls, they are all closed on Sundays. The only few things that you're gonna see open are like kiosks that open almost like 24/7, stores in train stations, and restaurants. You're gonna see restaurants normally open on Sundays. Health insurance. Me as a student who is like under 25, we pay cost like 140 euros per month. Pay this every single month, every single year. As long as you're staying and living in Germany, utilize that. Please just utilize it. Try and go for checkups maybe a couple times a year. Like you can go and do some professional teeth cleaning. It should not be too expensive though, because I tried to go for one. It cost 150 euros. My health insurance was gonna cover 40. I said, forget it. I'm canceling the termin. I'm not going at all. So editing, Linda, I just want to clear up that after you arrive in Germany, please contact your health insurance via phone, email, or go straight to their office immediately. The stereotypes that Germans are unfriendly. Honestly, from my experience with the Germans that I've talked to, they are very nice people. They're actually very friendly, to be honest. I haven't really encountered someone that is like very unfriendly or very, very rude. What I feel like people might be thinking of how Germans are, in the sense that like Germans are people that don't really do small talk. People normally keep to themselves, and that's usually how it is. So, but like again, this is from my experience. I don't even have German friends to begin with. So like get your driver's license in your country before you come to Germany, because you actually gain driving experience. You know how to start a car, drive a car, park a car, join intersections, all those things. You know how to do that. All that you have to do is now when you get to Germany, you have to do the theoretical stuff. If you don't have any experience at all, like me, you're gonna pay minimum 4,000 euros. There are some people that can translate their old license to be used in Germany for the first 6 months of their arrival, but then after, you need to get a German driver's license. Hard to make friends, hard to make German friends, to be more specific. Aside from university, I don't go or do anything else where I can meet people and make friends with people. So unless you put in actual conscious effort and go and meet people, you can work and school at the same time. Comments from my TikTok ask me, oh, are you able to like go to school and work? Yes, you can. In fact, you're bound to do that at a point in time unless you are rich and you don't need to. But for everyone else, you need a job to sustain your monthly expenses. You need a job. So I actually made a video about this. Link in the description if you want to see it, or click the card over here. I think German work experience is favored by employers. I want to see that you have worked in Germany by German employers, either probably speaking German or just working in Germany, like, because it kind of shows that you are accustomed to the working systems here and that you are kind of already in tune with what's going on in the German workspace. Not saying that you can't get a job without having it. No, you can. I did. The last one. German universities are very tough, and for you to do your master's, you need a 2.5 CGPA from your bachelor's. In all honesty, it really depends on the degree that you are doing. Medicine, engineering, law, in comparison, it is easy. But within my own degree and my own course, of course, I have my own issues, I have my own hardships and everything. Everybody does. The fact that it is in Germany, oh, it makes it 10 times harder. There were some similar courses that I was doing, like maths and economics. The economics for my current university was way harder and way more difficult than what I was doing before in the past. And it is important to get really good grades, because if you want to pursue your master's in Germany after you finish your bachelor's, you need at most is a 2.5. But my advice to students, prioritize school. That's the first thing you should always focus on. I was gonna say that when I first came here, I was very timid and shy. My sister can definitely attest to that. I was afraid of even talking to people. I was afraid of doing things on my own. I've definitely grown to being a young 20-year-old woman who is able to now say she's able to live life independently and can conquer whatever she's afraid of. That is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope some of these things are useful to certain people or everybody. Leave a like if you enjoyed what I talked about, and leave a like again if I should be making more of these videos on different topics, and subscribe if you like the content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.